Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Touhou 8, Imperishable Night. So, last time, we went through the final A route, and we tried to do a no-bomb attempt, although we kind of failed. So this time, well, we still 1CC'd, but I had to bomb on Erin because I did some weird things on her final spell. But I'm gonna try to walk the road of redemption as we go through the B route. I'm gonna be using Border Team because they are really awesome, actually. I love the Border Team. How could you not love them? It's Reimu and Yukari. So, Reimu and Yukari are awesome, and they are both homing shots, and they are very good at what they do. So, yeah. Yukari, you might notice she has a familiar with her. That's Ron, aka the PCB extra boss that we fought in, way back in PCB. Wriggle! No. Oh, Wriggle. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have too much to say in these early stages because we're really just kind of, doing basically what we did in the Scarlet Let's Play. So there's not too much of a difference. The differences will come like stage 4 onward, and even in stage 3, to be honest, because stage 3 is that type of stage where it like heavily depends on what shot you're playing, like the method that you use for stuff. So yeah, for these first two stages I'll just be saying random things. I mean, I will occasionally talk about stuff, obviously, like strats and stuff like that, but anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill all these fairies. All the stuff like time orbs and all that, I explained that in the mechanics episode, so I'm not gonna talk about that now. Because, why would I? That's what the mechanics episode is for, to make it easier for me on my takes on the main game, so I don't have to say, oh, time orbs do this and that every single take I do. This is actually my fourth take. The first one was my favorite one, and I actually had to give it up because I got a corrupted file because I used, like, the wrong codec in my recording. It was really weird, but basically the file was corrupted and I couldn't fix it, so I had to give up that take, which made me sad. The second take I basically game overed on the final boss, and the third take I just died a bunch on Misty, and I was like, you know what, let's restart. So yeah, take 4, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to do no bomb this time, and I definitely want to succeed this time because obviously we want to make up for what happened last time. So yeah. Hopefully I'll succeed. I'm a lot more familiar with the B route, and I'm a lot more familiar with Border Teams, so I should be fine. But, let's not speak too soon. Well, actually, I will say that I'm fine, because if I don't win, I'm not going to keep this take. Oh, spoilers, I guess. But, whatevs. Wriggle, yeah, I should be talking about our boss. So, Wriggle, kill familiars. Just kill all her familiars, and so she won't be able to spawn a lot of bullets. That's the strat. For survival, at least. Killing familiars kind of messes up your human yokai gauge, so you're gonna lose a bunch of time orbs if you do this, but I don't care. This is a survival run, so I don't really care about the time orbs I get. I just want to make sure that I can get that I can face all like the bonus spells. Although, I don't really care if I capture the bonus spells or not, but I would like to at least show them, in the LP. So, yeah. Anyway, that is Wriggle. Well, the main fight of Wriggle, at least. Now for the spiral thing, I will just spiral around, get grays and time orbs, and basically cheese it. Don't let anyone tell you this is cheap, because if they do, just tell them you're doing it for the score, and then that's your excuse. But my time orbs! Now for stage 2! So, if you're the Border Team, you're in luck, because Reimu just destroys this entire stage. Reimu's homing is broken. You don't even have to know what you're doing. Like, when I first started going for Lunatic mode in this game, I didn't even know what the hell I was doing on this stage, but I was always okay because Reimu just bailed me out. She's just really good for this stage, as you can see. She just kills all these enemies before they get a chance to do anything, and she just destroys this stage. Anyway, yeah, I guess for a proper tutorial on this stage, you can see the final A run, because I probably do it right with the Scarlet Team. I don't remember how that one run really went on stage 2, but, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm just going to try to make sure that I do good familiar killings on some of these sections. I'm gonna kill these familiars here and attempt to clear out the screen a little bit, though I didn't do a very good job that time around. It's okay, because I still didn't die, and that's what matters. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to kill these right after they fire, but not too late after they fire, so I can like clear. You see how I'm like kind of clearing off those bullets? Yeah, I want to get the time orbs essentially. Oh. What am I doing? Careful there. Yeah, at that section I was like, I was waiting for them to fire before killing them with Yukari. That way I could do some kind of cancels and yeah. Same old, same old. Now for our pre-boss. We already know what Misty is about. We saw her twice already, the mechanics episode and in the Scarlet playthrough. Horned Owl, aka that one attack, which is like really easy overall, but if you're doing scoring it becomes a nightmare. With that weird graze that they do where they like, I don't even know. I don't even want to. Anyway, Mistia time. So yeah, Mistia. So for the non-spell, you can kill this little familiar here so that she doesn't spawn the balls all the way to the bottom of the screen, which might make your life a little bit more easier. And you know, there's nothing wrong with making your life easier. You know. Okay, so on this first spell, I have a new strat. I like to unfocus a lot because I realized that if I'm focused, I'm basically subjecting myself to the stupidity of those annoying like arrow bullets. Okay. I need to get her on the side of the screen. Make sure you finish Mistia when she's near the right side of the screen. It's very important, I'll tell you why. Because here, the layout of the green stuff is dependent on how Mistia moves. Basically what I mean is, if she goes to the right when she fires that one green wave, a big clear gap will open up. But if she moves on the left during the spawning of that green wave, then you'll get walled. So essentially what you gotta do is you gotta make sure that she's moving to the right on that second green wave so that you get a gap and not a wall. Yeah. The last two spells, which are essentially the same spell card, there's a very minor difference in these last two spells, but let's be honest here, they're the same thing. Just unfocus frequently and kill the things before they can go to the bottom and, you know, fire bullets in your face. I actually think the familiars don't spawn bullets on top of you if they get to you, but still, just kill them. And then you should be fine. Yeah? That was stage 2. Alright, now for the bonus spell. My strategy is to kind of... okay, well, I mean, the first wave is easy because there's no balls that you have to dodge, but for the subsequent waves, I like to move up, and you see how you can kind of see where the spawn is before it starts moving down? You want to move up, examine the green wave so you can see the gap before you move back down. That way you kind of can basically get a head start and know where the gaps are going to be. So yeah, it's a good strat and it helps you capture it. So yeah, that was stage 2. Now for stage 3. Oh god. So this stage is going to be harder than... because we don't have Remelia's awesomeness. Remelia was really useful, but since we don't have her, we're going to have to do a lot of things differently. So here's what I do. Are you kidding me? Okay, so what happened was... I wish I could go back in time and showcase how I'm supposed to do that. Oh, whatever. Shit happens. I might go into practice mode after this run and do that part over again, because I really wanted to show how I do it. Anyway, the important part is you want to make use of Reimu, because the thing about Reimu is that she's very powerful and can make quick work of a lot of this. She can basically do really good familiar killing and clear out the bullets really well for you, so you have to make use of that. Anyway, Kane, there's not much to say about her. We already know what she's about. She's got that weird gimmick of the bullets changing speeds based on your focus or unfocus. Alright. And then I'll go ahead and kill this first familiar, even though it really doesn't do that much. It's just a nice placebo effect. I mean, obviously, theoretically, it would remove some of the bullets, but I don't actually think it changes it that much. But since it's a tradition to do it, and Let's Play since like 2007 or something, I'll do it. I'll keep the tradition alive. Alright, so for this section, make sure you don't go to the very bottom. I'll tell you why in just a bit. Actually, well, okay. Well, the reasoning was because if you wanted to POC on that section, if you're not at the bottom of the screen, then you have less of a distance to move. But that one ring fairy kind of fired, and I realized that if I had gone to POC, I was going to die. So I realized that I had to not POC there. Even though I missed the items, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm not sure how to reliably kill that one fairy so that it doesn't, like, spawn things on you. But, basically, if you do manage to kill that fairy before it fires that ring at you, then you can POC. So if you're mid-height of the screen, you have less of a distance to go. Anyway, Kane A. Kane A, Kane A, Kane. Kane, as some people call her. Just same old, kill the first 2 familiars and then just start focusing for the rest of the non. I guess you could unfocus if you want, but honestly, I don't like that. Okay, first spell, kill familiars. It might be tempting to stay focused the entire time, but I'd rather delay the attack than risk randomness. I mean, you're still basically vulnerable the entire time, obviously. Like, it's still going to be risky, but I find it better to... I'd rather have safer dodging and dodge for a longer period of time than have risky dodging and dodge for not that long. This spell, it's hard to explain the strat, just memorize it. It's completely static, depending on your movements and stuff like that, so just you can either do what I do or learn your own method in spell practice. Yeah, pretty easy spell. Should never fail it. This non is the same concept as the first non. Just kill some of the familiars and then start focusing again. You can do fully focused dodging if you want. I mean, fully unfocused dodging, but I'm not going to because that's not my style. Okay, so for this, the trick is, as before, just don't hug the bottom, because if you're at the bottom of the screen, then these things are going to kill you because of the way they unfold. And it's a really easy spell. It's probably easier than, like, the normal mode version. I don't get it. Anyway, this last spell is 100% static. Well, the arrows are aimed at you, so it's mostly, I guess it's not 100% static, but it's basically static because you can do it the same way every time, is what I'm trying to say, but I'm bad at talking. Alright, so for the last spell, start on the E and move every 3 waves. So 1, 2, 3, tap, 1, 2, 3, tap, and then sight read the final waves. And this should work. Yeah, there you go. And that was stage 3. So moving on, stage 4 is going to be a completely different stage than last time, because obviously we're playing as Reimu, so we can't fight Reimu. This isn't PODD where you can actually have story mode mirror matches, which are never explained by Zune. Anyway, yeah. Well, the stage itself is the same. The only difference is the boss fight. So yeah, the only thing that's ever going to kill you in the stages are those, well, that should ever kill you in the stages are these big fairies right here, which just, basically what you want to do for the stage is memorize the spawning positions and timings of these big fairies. That way you can kill them effectively, because if you don't kill them, then you're gonna die, essentially. Thankfully, it's a very easy task to do unless you're Magic Team, and if you're Magic Team and you're playing Lunatic, that's kind of a bit masochistic, so yeah, I can't help you there. Anyway, I think, yeah, left, then right, so yeah, as long as you know what's coming, and deal with these fairies accordingly, you're gonna be fine. The stage is more bark than bite, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, that's it for the first half of the stage. So who's our boss gonna be? I mean, come on. Who else is it? It's obvious, it's Marisa. Okay, in one of my takes, I actually bumped into Marisa here. She has a hitbox right here. Do not touch Marisa during this dialogue. She'll kill you. I can't believe it, but yeah. For some reason in IN, during mid-bosses, they always have hitboxes, even if there's dialogue. So, yeah. Anyway, Marisa's here, and we're gonna fight her. You'd be fighting her if you're playing as anyone in the Ghost team as well, by the way. So yeah, first non, I like to start in the middle and stream to the right. There you go. Asteroid belt. The spiral, the stars, the red and blue stars are kind of going in a spiral, so they're like memorizable. The only thing that's random and that you have to worry about are the stars coming from the side, so you have to kind of sight read them, and they're very random, so sometimes you can get weird waves, but most of the time it's easy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know how to do this non. I have tried to find a consistent method, but I can't. Like, I don't understand it. It's too weird. It's too varied. I just don't know. So, sorry, but I can't help you here. But that worked. So, okay. I guess do that. Or find someone who actually knows what they're doing and yeah. Anyway, this spell is kind of annoying because these bullets will spawn on you. The only fun thing about this spell, or the cool thing, is that it looks really nice. Like, this is a gorgeous spell. Like, look at it. It's gorgeous. It's got like rainbow stars everywhere. But just be careful that bullets don't spawn on you, because they will. They can and they will. Second half of the stage, it's basically remixed of the first half. It's not 100% the same, but the concepts are the same. Big fairies that like to screw you over, and those weird, like, column fairies. You know, the fairies that like come in the columns or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really hard. It's actually probably easier than the first half of the stage because it goes by faster and stuff like that. Anyway, back to Marisa. This non is just random. So either have good dodging skills or get lucky. I'm gonna hope on the former. I guess you can move around a lot. Like, if you don't feel comfortable under Marisa, you can kind of escape to the sides or something if you're getting bad RNG. But yeah, just dodge your best. Okay, Starlight Typhoon. I have this 100% memorized. Start in the middle. Go down under this laser. Then go and start streaming to the right. Go over this star. Go under this laser. Go through this star. Go through this star. Hug the wall and slowly tap upward. And just keep tapping until it dies. And that's how I do that. Works every time. I don't think you should do that with the Netherworld team though, because it'll be hard to like aim. I guess you could use Yomu to like aim at Marisa, but just, I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, this non, you can unfocus if you want, but I'm not going to because I don't want to dodge this unfocused. It's not worth it. Alright, Double Spark. This spell, the first spark is spawned directly downward, and then the successive waves are going to be, the subsequent waves are going to be aimed at you. My trick is I try to kind of like move diagonally when I'm dodging the sparks. Like, I try to misdirect them so I can dodge them diagonally, because when you think about it, moving diagonally, you have less of an area that you have to move in than if you were to have to go directly horizontal. I hope I'm making sense. So basically, if I do that, I can dodge these a lot easier. I've been a little cautious here with my damaging, so it did last a while, but it's okay, I still capped it. Earth Light Ray is a streaming spell with lasers, but the lasers are weird and can like surprise you and like spawn on you weirdly, because the thing about the lasers is that they're spawning at very awkward angles, so sometimes they can just like spawn weirdly and surprise you. But it's not like a hard spell, it's a weird spell, I guess. Okay, now for Marisa's bonus, misdirect the first spark to the top of the screen. This is like memorization, this entire spell, just learn a route. That's all I'm gonna say really, because yeah. It's not really a hard spell, it's so much easier than Reimu's bonus spell, because Reimu's is just like, I don't even know. I don't even know if I captured it. Did I? I don't know if I captured it in the Scarlet Team playthrough, but anyway, that's beside the point. As long as you're doing some active misdirection and moving a lot on this spell, you should be fine. It's really easy. The shaking of the screen doesn't really do much like to harm your dodging really, because it's just a very predictable spell, I guess. Anyway, that was stage 4. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and move on to stage 5 and beyond. And see what awaits us. So stage 5 is the breather stage, except for the mid-boss. The mid-boss. So yeah, this is just kind of the time where you can just take a break and relax and enjoy yourself. Although, try to be careful on the POCs. In fact, honestly, I wouldn't even okay, I know this is gonna sound scrubby to a lot of score players, but if you're not actively going for score and you don't really care about your score, don't POC on this stage. Well, POC sometimes, but be very careful about it, because really the only way to effectively POC on this stage is to make use of some scoring safe spots, like from the spawning, like you have to like go on top of the, like near where the ferry spawns or something like that to POC on this stage without bombs, and it's really weird, and honestly it's not worth learning because it's really risky and stuff, especially if you're doing a no bomb run. But I mean, if you really care about the items, by all means, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just kill these fairies. You're gonna get so many items in stage 6 anyway that you'll get all the extends. Alright, so Tay, again, honestly, I can't help you here. I don't understand Tay myself. She's weird and random. Like, I get the pattern. I understand how, like, I understand the pattern itself, but, like, the variance of it kind of makes it weird. So I don't know how to consistently dodge it perfectly. So, I don't really have a good strat for that non. So yeah, it's just a really strange non-spell, honestly, I guess. Anyway, this next section after Tay is just gonna be a bunch of streaming. So yeah, just stream. Just stream. You can do it in one swoop, I guess, if you want, but I prefer to move a lot and restream after each wave. These fairies look scary, but the thing is that right after you kill them, they'll clear off the bullets because of the familiars. So just kill the familiars and make yourself gaps. Now for the final fairies, which are actually really easy because they die like instantly. And there you go, that was the stage. Pretty easy stage except for Tay. And now for our boss, which, as we saw in the last episode, is Reisen. So yeah, last time I think I tried to showcase my Mind Stopper strategy and failed. Or did I capture? I don't remember. Anyway, my goal is to capture Mind Stopper, which is the only hard thing in this fight. I say that now and I'm gonna die to everything. Anyway, yeah, Reisen. And there's Aaron too, but obviously we're not fighting her. So yeah, Reisen's first non is just kind of a thing. I don't really know what to say, it's trivial. Alright, first spell, just stay away from the middle unless you're scoring or magic team. Poor magic team. So yeah, it's a really easy spell, just keep going inside of the things. I think it might be 100% static, I don't know, but it might as well be static. With Ran and her awesome homing, you can pretty much kill this super fast as border teams, so shouldn't have anything to worry about. I think I died to this with the Scarlet team in the episode, I don't remember, but I think I failed that, which was embarrassing. You have the option on this non-spell, by the way. If you want to, you can unfocus and kill the familiars. I'm not going to, because I don't want to do the unfocused dodging on such a dense bullet field. Plus, I have Ran locking onto Reisen, so I'm going to kill this fast anyway, so I don't need to unfocus. It'd be better just to stay focused. This spell, just make sure you're reading ahead. It's really annoying. Like, my biggest pet peeve with this spell is the fact that the bullet speeds are different. Like, not all of the bullets move at the same speed, and that can really disorient you sometimes. And I don't like that. Anyway, it's not too hard. You just gotta be careful. And then here's the last non-spell, which is a really weird streaming non with a really awkward homing algorithm, I guess. I don't know. I never understood this non. It's bizarre. But somehow it's streamable, I guess. Alright, Mind Stopper. I gotta focus now. please. Yeah! Awesome! That's what I'm talking about! Alright. So yeah, Mind Stopper is a thing. So what I do is I try to go into the center and move upward and try to misdirect the little things, whatever they're called. I guess people call them suppositories, but I don't know. Whatever. You want to misdirect those and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing there. But the reason I had to stop talking was because if I talked and tried to explain the spell and dodge at the same time, I would have most likely died. Yeah, even sometimes I gotta focus a bit. Alright, now for the impossible thing. I honestly don't know with this spell. It's just, I don't know. Well, one of my acquaintances told me that this spell is like 100% trivial, but I don't understand how it could be easy spell because it's just weird. Anyway, I don't really care that I died there. I didn't lose any lives. So let's just go ahead and hop into FinalB. So yeah, it's going to be a completely different final stage than last time. So on this stage, you want to start at the right of the yokai kanji on the human yokai gauge and just start streaming to the right. I don't know who figured out that strat, but props to you for doing so because that strat is awesome and useful. This section, it's a lot like the final A, except this time it's 3 fairies per wave instead of just 2. They all spawn at different positions and it's random basically, so I don't like this because sometimes if they like spawn like really far from each other, you're basically screwed, which I think is I think it's mean, honestly. Ooh, max resources. Ooh, nice. Anyway, yeah, so what I like to do is, although this is scrubby because I'm gonna miss a bunch of point items, I'm just gonna unfocus and kill the familiars, even if they because if you kill the familiars, you don't get their point items. But, like, honestly, it's not worth the risk unless I was doing a score run. Anyway, that was the stage. Now for mid-boss Aaron. Dodge the first wave in the corner. And then start streaming to the right. Oh, holy shit! Aaron, you're mad today, aren't you? Because you almost got me there. You almost got me there, Aaron. Oh. This spell is a lot easier than the Final A version because while the Final A version had you going in a weird clockwise thing, this is just directly aimed at you. So you can just stream upward. Yeah, it's like completely trivial compared to the Final B version. I don't know why that is. Anyway, we are ready to fight the final boss and we've got max resources. That is awesome. I'm so hyped. So yeah, here is the final boss. This is Kaguya. So yeah, she is the real culprit of this incident. Well, okay, technically the real culprit is Aaron, but Kaguya had a big role, so like, I don't know. Aaron was the one that like messed up the moon, because Aaron was the one that did the spell. But since Kaguya gives you the good ending, I'm just gonna call her the true culprit. Anyway, yeah, the plot. I should have talked about the plot. I think I talked about the plot last time, but essentially the moon was corrupted and the Heroines are going to investigate. And yeah, we found the culprit, so let's go ahead and take her down. Kaguya is the moon princess. She got exiled from the moon and had to be sent to Earth, but she liked Earth, so she like killed the people that were trying to send her back to the moon with Aaron, and then they stayed on Earth together, and they're immortal and they can't die, and they've been living for like 1,000 years. So yeah, but they look young because that's what the Horai Elixir does. Anyway, let's just go ahead and fight. This fight is awesome. This theme is awesome. Well, both the stage and the boss theme are awesome, but yeah, Kaguya. So start in the middle, damage her, and then go to the left before she starts firing the aim stuff. Now you're gonna have to stream. So basically how this works is it's extremely random. Sometimes you'll have to restream, sometimes you won't. It depends on the RNG. So that time I restreamed to be safe. And then I should be good now. She should die. Okay, good. The first spell is really difficult. The lasers are aimed at you and have a static formation, so you can memorize the lasers. You just have to dodge the balls, which are random and hard. There we go. Got it, I think. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Okay, now go to the top left, misdirect. You wanna, yeah, if you go to the top left at the start of that, you can misdirect. And then go to the bottom and unfocus because you want to kill some of the familiars. You can stay focused the entire time, but the problem with that is that this non-spell can get really dense. So I like to unfocus a little bit at the beginning because I'd rather kill off some familiars and play it safe rather than stay focused the entire time and risk a death. Usually if you kill the familiars, you can get yourself a safer dodging pattern. Yeah, there you go. Buddhist Diamond, kill this fast. Like, this spell is like hell. So yeah, just try to stay under Kaguya as much as you can. The laser hitboxes spawn a little bit after the sprite itself, so it's really wonky, but it allows you to like... Wow, I was actually walled there. Fuck my life. Kaguya, don't fire weird rings. Kaguya, what are you doing? Anyway, I failed that time, but whatever. It's a really difficult spell. It's one of the hardest spells in the game, so I'm not surprised I failed it. I was expecting to die to at least one of the first few spells. Anyway, this non is completely ridiculous. Basically, she just fires a bunch of bubble walls. It's complete RNG. The bullets are slow, but they can really wall you sometimes. Like, I've had terrible situations on that non. This spell, you want to stream it vertically. So, just tap up, and then tap down on the spawning of the second laser wave. Do this about twice, and then it should die on the third wave. Some people like to do that horizontally streaming, but I don't. I think that's a worse idea because if you stream it horizontally, it's really prolonged. Like, the spell will last a long time, and it gets a little dangerous. So I would prefer not to do it that way. I like to do it the way I do. Anyway, this non is weird. Just kind of stay in the blue lane and react to the red things. Sometimes they'll be weird, but it looks like it was fine that time. This spell, don't go to the bottom. Do not go to the bottom or you'll die. Unless you're playing like normal mode. Anyway, the goal is to go through a star wave before dodging the laser. Be mindful of Kaguya because she fires bullets directly horizontally to her position. So if you're on the right side or left side of Kaguya, you'll die when she spawns that red ring. Anyway, last spell. Okay, so here's what I do. It's 100% static. It aims at you. It's a streaming spell aimed on your position, but it's also static too, so keep that in mind. Okay, so my strategy is a corruption of Kefit's yellow ball strategy. So what I like to do is I like to... Oh, I did the wrong color. Okay, how do I explain this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna go into spell practice after this. Hold on. I gotta stop talking right now and finish the spell and concentrate. Ran, lock onto her. I'm so mad. That completely killed the run. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No hard feelings. I'll explain what happened after I go into spell practice. Basically, oh, hold on. We gotta talk about this first. Okay, so, at the end of the fight, you have to fight some, bonus spells. So basically, the clock, you know how the clock was kind of like increasing as you went along the game? Basically, what that means is that, like, depending on how much time you have, then you'll get to fight these spells and stuff like that. Like, basically, after one of these spells ends, like, the clock will slowly increase if you, like, die on it. So, there's, like, 5 spells in total. They're all timeouts. You can't damage Kaguya on any of them. They're like, bonus spells, so you won't game over and you'll still get the good ending if you don't get all the spells, so don't worry too much about that. Anyway, I should be talking about how to actually capture these spells rather than just explaining what they are. Let's just go talk about the third one. Okay, so for this one, you want to just kind of switch lanes. It's actually really fun because it's really fast-paced and stuff like that. Alright, fourth one, stay in the very bottom left. Start in the bottom left is what I mean. The reason is because there's a safe spot for the first 3 waves of this attack. If you're in the bottom left for the first 3 waves, you won't die. But afterward, the bubbles will start aiming, so you have to start streaming. But if you stream slow enough, you don't have to restream. And I don't recommend restreaming unless you really know what you're doing. So just try to stream as slow as you can. And usually, if you stream slow enough, you'll be able to get past it before you'll have to restream. And then the last spell, there's no strat. It's random. So just dodge. Get your dodging goggles on and dodge. There's no strat. If there is one, I mean, okay. Some people might have a strat for this. I am not the most experienced IN player. Oh no, we didn't get to see the final wave. Oh well. But just dodge. Just dodge. And that was all for IN. I gotta cut through the ending real quick because you can't show the endings. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, that was Imperishable Night. So that run was pretty okay. It's a shame that I kind of shat on the run at the very end on Horai Jewel. Basically, I have a strat, but, like, it's a corruption of the strat. Like, if you've ever seen Kefit's No Bomb video, he does this strat where he dashes under yellow balls. And my strat is like the same, except on the very first wave, I don't dash under a yellow ball. I dash under a different color. And I thought it was the blue ball, but actually it was the red ball or something like that. I dashed under the wrong color, so I actually fucked myself over at the beginning because I forgot the exact color that I dash under. It's been a while since I played IN, so I guess it can't be helped. But actually, I'm really happy about that run because I only died once before Kaguya, unless you count the failed last spell in Reisen. I died on like some random section on stage 3, I think. So I died there, and then I died to Buddhist Diamond, and then twice on Horai Jewel. So that's like 4 main deaths. And I even got to Kaguya with max resources, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that run. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all for now, but I'm not actually going to stop yet. I want to go back and do Horai Jewel, because I want to kind of explain what I do there. And yes, I'm using Jamer's score file, because I can. Cogs, no miss, no bomb. Definitely not. I'll just, whatever. I don't care what this replay's named. Alright, so let's just go ahead and go into spell practice. Which one is it? Okay. So, what I do, let's see if I can remember which color. I think it was the red ball, right? Well, we'll see. You want to start streaming, and don't go back left. That's a death sentence. So I like to move up at that very beginning section, by the way, to create a gap for myself. So you want to start slowly streaming. Yeah, dash under this red ball right here, and you'll get a nice gap. That's what I did wrong. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me restart. Pretend that didn't happen. It really has been a while since I've done this, hasn't it? Yeah, sorry. I was hoping that I would have been able to, you know, do it well. But I guess when you haven't played in a while and you're fighting a spell that's really long and memorization, things happen. Anyway, okay, so it's dash under red ball at the beginning, then slowly stream, dash under this yellow ball, dash under that yellow ball, dash under this yellow ball, and you see how since I'm dashing under the balls and knowing which color I'm supposed to dash under, I'm creating a gap for myself. The thing is that you don't have to stream this with audio. Like, you don't have to stream this audibly. You can do it visually. if you memorize the timings of when you're supposed to move, then you don't really have to listen for the sound effects. But you can stream it using like your ears, like if you can like time your restream to like the sound effects or something. But I don't like doing that because usually I'm talking or something and like it's kind of distracting to stream with my audio cues. So I prefer to do visually, but either way works, I guess. Yeah, so it's just dashing under the red ball on the first wave, and then on every other wave after that you dash under yellow balls, except for the end. At the very end, you do a different dodge. You dodge under that... Wait. No, I'm not dying here. Wait. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, hold on. I need to figure out how I do that. Is it this one? No. Okay, here. I'm just gonna watch one of my replays. This is from May, when I was considering doing No Miss No Bomb by Lunatic. I gave up on that because I just I didn't like all the last spells. Like they were kind of annoying, and it just didn't. I just got bored, I guess, and it got too grindy, I guess. Anyways, let's see if the me from 3 months ago can remind myself on how to do that. I know it doesn't really matter, I mean, but you know, I'm an adamant person. I'm a very stubborn person. I want to showcase Horai Jewel, you know, the way I want to showcase it. So even if that means extending this video and looking through replays and going into spell practice, I will definitely showcase this the way I want to showcase it. Yeah, this is just one of my No Miss No Bomb runs of Kaguya in practice mode from a while back. So yeah. Obviously I had the strat, like, I knew the strat back then because I was actually, like, you know, going for the LNN, so obviously I'd want to know the strat. So it's red wave. Oh, why did I go under the yellow? Oh wait, what? I dashed under the second red ball. Really? Is that a good idea? I guess it can work. Wait. I'm streaming it differently. I'm like delaying my restreams. Wait. Oh. I'm not... Oh, that's right. Okay. So this was actually done before I made that new strat. So I was using a different strategy in that replay. To think I went all the trouble to watch that replay only to be slapped in the face with the fact that, okay, so I guess apparently I didn't have that strategy then. I guess it was a little after that replay that I learned the strat. So after I get a Horai Jewel capture, I'll go ahead and end this episode off. And then we'll play the extra stage. So red ball. Yellow ball. Yellow ball. Yellow ball. Yellow ball. Wait, what did I do there? Why did I just die? I died to that like a while ago too. I don't know what happened. I keep dying at that one moment. Oh god. I can't capture this. Oh no. Well, actually I did capture it earlier, but that was ridiculous because I was like doing weird dodges that I shouldn't be doing. What am I doing? I'm just gonna go ahead and dash under this red ball since... Or, okay, actually that's not a good idea. This is a Let's Play. I'm supposed to be showcasing my strategies, but actually I'm relearning old strats, and so it's more like I'm trying to teach myself how to do this. Okay, well, I don't even know how long this episode's gonna be now. Hey, more content, I guess, on the bright side. You get to see... Actually, no. You know what? This is justified because I'm showcasing IN spell practice, and since this is a Let's Play, it's obviously a good idea to showcase the features of the game, like spell practice and such, so, you know, I'm showcasing spell practice, so this is a good idea. I'm showcasing how you can use spell practice to learn attacks. Okay, so I guess I need to be a little slower on this stream over here. Okay, so you want to wait a bit and stream under the blue ball. And then you start... Okay, I think I know what happened. So, because I remember, there was a wave on this that you had to stream under a blue ball, and it was the very end wave, not the first wave. So that's what happened. I misremembered and thought that that blue restream was on the first wave. So that's why I died. Okay. It makes sense now. Anyway, okay, so there. What I just did right there is my method. I am satisfied. I have showcased the method that I wanted to showcase. Alright. So that was it for Imperishable Knight's main game. In the next episode, we are going to be tackling the extra stage. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more, and spread the word too.